Morning. This morning we're going to fit a crash bar from Custom Cruisers in Nottingham to my Thunderbird 1600. Excuse the shortness of breath. After 2 and a bit years I've actually managed to catch COVID and I'm off work at the minute, so I thought I might as well get on with this. Now, the instructions that Custom Cruisers sent me, and I'll show you a full picture of them later, don't really make sense. So I went on YouTube and looked at a video of somebody fitting crash bars to a Thunderbird, and I've kind of figured it out. So I've dry fitted it so far, and I hope this is the right way. It looks like it fits properly. A few too many bits and bobs there, bolts and things, but you'll see how things go as we go along. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to attach the bottom brackets of the crash bar to the behind the first bolt on the foot plate on both sides of the bike. The top brackets are going to fit into these pre-drilled and tapped holes. They've just got a little plastic cover on them, so you just got to prise that out. One-handed, of course, this is going to go flying. Oh, well, there we go. So there you go. You've got a pre-drilled hole all the way through to the other side. Surprised how much rust was in there. So I've AC50'd a little bit of it, and I'm going to do exactly the same for the actual pipes, because they're not going to come off the bike. They have got little drain holes and things in here, but because we're in the UK, in particular Scotland, and it pisses down a lot, I'm going to ACF50 them. So once I've done that, I'll get back to you. Okay, so while that ACF50 is drifting around the inside of that pipe, I've pre-loosened these, but you've got to take out both of these bolts. Take out one at a time. I'm taking out the forward one because that's where I'm going to fit the bar. Now these bolts are plenty long enough that I'm not going to use any replacement bolts from the manufacturer, from the bar manufacturer. They're not the same, they don't look the same. So I'm just going to use these with plenty of length in them. I had to deal with I don't know, 1/2 centimetre at the max of the width of the crash bar. And we do that on both sides, and then I'll fit the bar to them. So back in a sec. Okay, so I've done the other side just to hold it in place. So this bolt comes out. That goes in between the frame and the foot plate. Once, of course, you've loosened the second bolt off enough to let it slide in. As usual, this worked a treat when I dry fitted them earlier, and now it's been a bugger. Okay, so there we go. Got ACF50 dripping out of the end of the bar. Must have put plenty enough in. Okay, so going to take this bolt out, and because of the width of the bracket of the crash bar, that's going to sit a little bit further away from the frame than was originally intended. So I'm going to use a couple of the supplied washers, and there's plenty of them, to just shim out the back of that bolt. So I'll just do that right now. I'm going to need both hands, unfortunately. Okay, that went easy enough, so let's just tighten them back up. Good. Okay, and I'll do the other side of that. Then we'll go on to the top brackets, and we've got to fit some brackets to that to make that fit the hole there in the frame. Back in a sec. So now we're going to fit the mounting brackets for the top end, which is this, and it's going to fit. Now the one I've been supplied with, small hole there, big hole there, big hole on the bracket, small hole in the frame, so it's going to fit there like that. Okay, so give me a couple of seconds, I'll show you how I'm going to mount it. Okay, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to put the bracket, bolt, spacer, and this will be the bracket that's on the actual bar, and then another bolt. It just needs that little bit of a spacer gap. Now the kit is supplied with a spacer. The instructions don't show it going there, but when I dry fitted it, that's the way I found worked best. So let me have a go at that. Okay, due to a bit of a video cluster by myself, the last part of that video didn't work very well, so now it's all tightened up. I'll just show you the bits as they are. I'm not going to undo them and start again. So here we have the top bracket bolted up, bolt, spacer, nut, and bolted into there. So that was all that we really missed. Okay, sturdy, rock solid, happy with. So yep, instructions I've actually found out definitely weren't for this model of Thunderbird. Might have been for a Commander or something, don't know. Or the bar might have been a different setting, but that's the job complete, and I'm thinking it looks not too bad, so I'll post that up. Cheers.